On to the final part of the Tour Report this week for the Open Championship, and it's those dark horse picks. Now, Jay Kaplan has been busy here, there and everywhere, so he's going to send his picks in via a little video, and I will have them for you in just a little minute, but I will start with mine. Now is probably a good time to point out that Hank Lebloda had another top 10 finish last week on the PGA Tour for the John Deere Classic, so that's 3 in a row. And I couldn't have him as a dark horse pick last week because his odds were too good, so he was one of our sizzlers. But I mean, I feel quite confident with my pick this week as well, and he is a staggering 350 to 1. Now, I might add that when Darren Clarke won, he was 200 to 1 at Royal St. George's. So Johannes Veerman is my pick this week. Now, he's American, and I mean, I would forgive you if you haven't heard of him before. He played college golf at Texas A&M, and Elk has been watching him for quite a while now. He has a little bit of insight into how good this guy is playing. That's one thing. His results speak for themselves, coming off a 3rd place finish at the Irish Open and then an 8th place at the Scottish Open last week. So 2 really solid weeks of links golf for the American, and I see no reason why he wouldn't keep that going. So at 350 to 1, there's going to be value in Johannes making the cut, top 20, even a top 10 if you want to go for it. So that is my dark horse pick for this week. As I said, Jay Kaplan is somewhere, so he was recording a little video with his, and we will roll with them now. So Jay is here for those dark horse picks. We thought you were going to be a little bit absent, so we're very happy that you've managed to get it together for only the final major.
Yeah, it's rare that I get anything together in my life, but this is a major, and it's one of my favorite events of the year because I get to wake up early and watch golf. And with something on the line, with a course that we don't get to see and weather that seems atrocious and all that good stuff that comes along with the Open Championship. I'm so impressed with you in a lot of different ways, but in particular this week, because Veerman was way off the board, 350 to 1. You rattled off the reasons why. It makes total sense. I'll track your pick all week, and I hope you have a dark horse in your bag of tricks. Now, in my bag, the last few weeks has been a bag of poo because I've missed the cut left and right, and Roger Sloan was the only guy that actually made the cut, and he was nowhere to be found near a leaderboard. So I'm limping into the Open Championship, so I'm going to go back to 2 trusty names that I've used before and have really hooked me up with my dark horse. The first one is a guy that we love here, and we've used him and we've talked about why we use him, and every time there's a windy event, this guy is at the top of our list, whether it be dark horse sizzler or a top 10 guy. He's actually won this season. He won at Honda, hint, hint, which is another really windy course. And the one struggle he has is off the tee, but who's not going to struggle a little bit off the tee here? You're going to see a lot of shots into the unknown off the tee box. And as long as you guys have alluded to, you and Elk, staying out of bunkers is key. Although this guy, having grown up as an Australian, and of course we compare everything to Royal Melbourne, there's plenty of sand on that, so he's going to be familiar if he does have to get out of it. And I just like this dude. It's going to be interesting to see if he can make a name for himself in a major. I think he can. He comes in at 250 to 1. He got off to a hot start. He's leveled out a little bit. As you know, Diane, he's married to a former Miss Idaho. So this guy has a charmed life. I hope and think he's going to have a charmed week. My first dark horse pick is Matt Jones. And speaking of seasoned players, I'm going to stay with that theme for my second dark horse pick. Another guy who's had a tremendous season, and it's not really surprising. I think he's finally found his true identity. This guy is not just a dark horse, but he's a workhorse. This is a guy that plays all the time. So any adversity is going to fall off of his shoulders. And we've used them before, and we've been smart about when we use them. We used him at the Texas Open because he seemingly has some kind of secret plan on how to get around that and either wins it or finishes second, which he did this year. And he comes across the pond ready to go. And wouldn't this be a capper on a career? And I think kind of push him over into the folk hero status if he was able to sneak a major out. And if he was ever going to sneak one out, this kind of seems like a place for this guy to do it. I think the fact both of my dark horse picks have the same Achilles heel, which is off the tee box. This guy is 158th on the PGA Tour off the tee, but every other number this week is so good. 46 in green and regulation, 39 in scrambling. His putting average is 31, and his late scoring average is 29, which I really like. So my second dark horse pick is the one and only Charley Hoffman.
Charley Hoffman at 150 to 1, did you say?
I did. I didn't say it. You said it, but go ahead and say it again, because that is a steal. I feel like we have two steals as dark horses this week. Matt Jones, of course, at 250, and Charley Hoffman at 150. So I'm ready to cash in and make a little bit of money. In fact, I'm going to go head-to-head Hoffman this week on Thursday and Friday. I just got to find a suspect that I can match him up against.
Johannes Veerman.
You telling me he's American? That is the most non-American name I could make up. He sounds like a movie character. So I guess we'll see what his deal is this week at the Open.
So our dark horse picks this week for the Open Championship. All of our picks, a real mixed bag, and as we said, stats are really thrown out the window, so that means we have a lot of names with some really high odds too. Momentum and links golf, two big boxes for us this week. I hope the picks work out well for you. Don't forget to play along on the SG Tour Golf Gaming app, and we'll have all the information on our Secret Golf social media, and we'll see you next week.